All right, y'all. So my camera cut off because I had that much storage in my phone. So, anyways, I'm in the house now and I'm cooking dinner. But anyway, so where was I at? I asked him to lock the door every time he leave, and he apologized, whatever, and that was that. I let him in. And so after that, the next day, I went back over there to grab some clothes, and it was like around, I want to say 8 o'clock at night. All the lights are off, and the door, I think it was locked. So, anyways, the door was locked. I unlocked it. Well, I knocked first because I did respect his privacy. Even though I didn't see the car, I didn't think he was home. So I go inside, and the oven is open and it's on, like on broil. The freaking all the stove, all the eyes were on. And then so I called him and I hear a phone ringing. So I'm like, oh, he must have left his phone here. The whole time, this fool is hiding in the house behind the bedroom door and just like jumped out and low-key tried to grab me, to get sexual. And I told him, like, basically, like, no, we're not about to do this. So we're tussling and fussing, and my cousin hear the noise. Luckily, she had his copy of the key that I took from him. She had the key, and she walked in there, and I was trying to get out the house, so unfortunately she did have to tase him. So once that happened, like, things just got worse from there. After that, I told him, like, you know what, I'm going to leave it alone, but you got to find somewhere else to stay, pretty much. I gave him, like, I think it was, like, the middle of the month. I gave him, like, the end of the month, like, you got to go. And he agreed. That he tried to argue with me. He was like, I don't have nowhere to go. And I was telling him, like, that's not my issue, We're not together. That's not my issue. And I was telling him I want my apartment back because you got to go. And so he said, okay. And so, anyways, he left. No, he didn't leave. He did not leave. He didn't leave. He ended up, like, I was on my way to work. I was borrowing my sister's car. Let me wash my hands. So, anyways, dang much. I know all y'all seen what skin. Anyways, I borrowed my sister's car on my way out. We lived in a gated community. So on my way out the gate, he hopped on my sister's car, wouldn't let me leave. And I was like, what are you doing? We started arguing. I called the police on him because he was holding me against my will. I couldn't get out. And he was still on top of the hood of the car. And so I proceeded to drive, but I drove slowly. So when the cops came, he took off. So then that was that. And then that same night, this man kept throwing rocks at my bedroom window and blowing my phone up, like, to the point where I had to power it off. So then I called the police again because, now he's harassing me. And so the police came out again. They're like, you know what? You might have to get a restraining order if things keep, proceed. And, so I agreed. And I was like, you know what? I might have to. And I explained to them, the permit to my name. And I did tell him he had to leave. So then I ended up calling my dad. My dad helped him leave the apartment. Took him to his sister's house. That was that. So, mind you, I still didn't move back into that apartment because I was kind of nervous because I didn't know what he was capable of. So then after that, he started threatening me, saying he was going to kill me, then kill himself, and kill anybody else who's in the way because he wants us to be back together. And he was stating, if I can't have you, nobody else can have you. And he would call my job multiple times. I had to quit my job. I was still babysitting, taking care of my mom, but that was really affecting me. I was so depressed, you guys. My mom was like, I don't feel comfortable with you going anywhere by yourself. And I was like, it's okay because I don't know what he's capable of, and I don't want him harming anyone else. Let it just be me. At that point, it's so much that happened. I'm just giving y'all the short version because I don't want this video. This video is already about to be almost 30 minutes long. So long story short, I ended up getting a restraining order. Mind you, he kept violating the restraining order, so they did put him in jail. He was only there for a few days, or was it a week? He was supposed to be in there for like 30 days, but they let him out. He was only there for a week. I didn't even know he was out. I found out he was out because, how did I find out? Oh, he was throwing rocks again at the bedroom window. And mind you, I don't think I had that apartment anymore. I think I gave up my key. My lease was about to be up. I left it like a month early, and I just gave her that last month rent and the keys. So, anyways, the police tried to find him because I told him like he's here. He's throwing rocks at the bedroom window. They was like, okay, don't go outside, and we'll be there shortly. Mind you, every time they come, whenever I call, they could not find this man. And so then another time he came, and I found out it's like a park in that area in the apartments. And I found out that he was sleeping on the bench. That was after what I'm about to tell y'all. But anyway, so the police was looking for him. They couldn't find him. So then one time, I'm not gonna lie, like he called me and I'm not supposed to talk to him. But anyway, so he called my phone. I didn't answer it. He kept calling. So one of my cousins answered it and was like, what do you want? You're not supposed to contact her. And he was like, just tell her to come outside. And then so the whole time I'm on the phone with the police on my cousin's phone. Why? They're talking to him on my phone. And then so he was like, let me talk to her. I'm going to come up. And so I was like, just give me the phone. So I turned on the shower water to act like I was in the shower. And I was like, hey, I'm in the shower. He was like, I need to talk to you. And I was like, well, I'm in the shower. Can you wait? And then he was like, come downstairs right now. I'm going to come up. And I was like, let me take a shower. He's like, can I just talk to you? And then he started, saying all kind of stuff on the phone. So the whole time I'm on the phone with the police. And then the police was like, do not go downstairs, whatever you do. So then they were like, oh, we're here. We can't get in the gate. At that time, they were switching like our gate codes or something. I don't know what was going on. But anyways, they couldn't get in the gate. I'm stuttering. They could not get in the gate. So I went downstairs after they told me not to. And, I had a car at this time. I ended up getting a car. So it was my car. I was getting in my car. I had just got that. Was it my car? Yeah, I think it was my car. And I was bagging up. And he like blocked me so I couldn't get out. He kind of hit the car with his car. It was a rental car. It wasn't even his car because I heard he was working at some rental company. This all happened within a month. He was working at a rental company in Los Angeles. He had moved back to Los Angeles or Long Beach, wherever. And he drove down here to harass me. And so I was trying to let the police in. They couldn't get in. He blocked me and they finally get in. And he was speeding towards the police car. And so one of the ladies was in the passenger seat of the police car and drew her gun out. I don't know how in the world they let this man go. He went around them and took off and they followed him. I counted like 8 police cars. My sister said it was more than that, but I counted like 8 police cars. It was so many cops because they've been looking for this man because so much been happening. Anyway, so I was so stressed and depressed. I ended up in the hospital. Before I went to I'm talking loud. My neighbor's probably like, oh, girl. So before that, I told my cousin, like, hey, the police just called me. He got away. The highway patrol is on him. And he crossed the county line. So now LA County took over. So they called Kern County and let them know, hey, we can't find him. So he was nowhere to be found. And they told us it's best that we get a hotel or stay somewhere else. So I explained that to my cousin. She was like, she was tired. And she was just going to go to bed. And I was like, I don't think it's safe. She was like, he's not going to do nothing to me, Basically, because he was after me. And if my car wasn't there, we're thinking, oh, he's not going to do, come by. So I got a hotel. I stayed with somebody in a hotel. I stayed with friends. It was friends we grew up with. They're like family. So I stayed with them at a hotel. I don't want to stay by myself. And I get a call, like, I want to say like 1 in the morning. Mind you, he was on a highway chase around 8 or 9. I don't remember the time, but it was around that time when they were chasing him. So around 1 o'clock, I guess he made his way back to Bakersfield and he set the apartment on fire that my cousin was in. Luckily, there were no major damages. It was just like the porch was burnt a little bit. The front door was burnt. She was asleep. The neighbors had to like wake her up. The police came out. The firemen came out. They knew it was him. And so then I don't know if she got a hotel that night after all that happened. But anyways, they couldn't find him. And so I'm like, what the heck? Y'all need to find this man. Like, he's getting dangerous. So then I get another call. No, the next day I got another call. And they said that they found him. I literally was in tears because I'm like, are y'all sure? Like, So they told me they found him and he's in custody. And they said when they found him, he had like trash bags on him, bleach, gloves, a knife or knives, I can't remember. And he was laying on the floor in the back of, of the car, like on the seats, or no, on the floor. And that's a blessing because I just feel like they wouldn't have felt like, if they weren't looking into vehicles, they wouldn't have found him. So he went to jail and he still proceeded to write me a letter from jail. And it was like a threatening letter, and then like a I love you so much type of letter, and then I hate you. And, so I just gave it to my attorney because at that point we're about to go to court. And so anyways, while I was going through that, I ended up in the hospital and they thought I had a stroke. But I did not have a stroke. I was in there for 3 nights and 4 days. It was Bell palsy. So they said it happens from stress and depression. So yeah, so that's how I got Bell palsy. And he is still currently locked up. He was incarcerated in 2017, January, and then he has, I believe it's 8 years, 8 years to life until he's up for parole. And one of the things that he did get on his record is that what is it? Attempted murder. And then some other stuff. He has a lot of stuff on his background. But, I mean, yeah, so that's why I have Bell palsy, because I was stressed and depressed. And I'm getting nervous because I feel like it's getting closer to the time that he's going to be getting out. I believe he get released in 2025. But they will let me know when he's about to get released if he can go up for parole, because it's not a guarantee. And I will not be living in California. I'm not going to say too much because I don't know if he has family or close friends that still, they might follow me or look me up. I don't know. Nowadays you don't know. And plus, I feel like he's just going to be upset because I put him in prison. But I did that to protect myself, and my family at that point. So yeah, y'all, that's the end of this video. It's already a long video. I hope y'all enjoy this story time. If y'all have questions or want to know more, just let me know. Yeah. Please, before y'all go, if y'all made it this far, can y'all go ahead and like this video, this story time? And can y'all subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already? And go ahead and leave a comment below and just ask me questions. You can encourage me. I'm being strong right now. And it really honestly doesn't affect me. At first, I wasn't able to tell this story. I used to cry a lot. So, yeah, that's why I had Bell palsy. And it used to affect me a lot. Like, I thought it was ugly. I gained a lot of weight, y'all. I don't care about the weight part. That don't affect me. But, yeah, let me know what y'all think about this video. And I will talk to y'all later, because I'm currently cooking dinner. I'm about to throw these ribs in the oven. I don't have a barbecue pit, and I don't even know how to barbecue. So we're about to make some mac and cheese, some green beans, some baked ribs, and I think I'm going to do some rice and gravy because my family's coming over, and my mom don't eat macaroni and cheese, so she can get rice and gravy. But yeah, y'all, oh, this neck. Anyways, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.